Breaking news on KPIX 5 and streaming on CBSN Bay Area. San Francisco's mayor announces the city's first 2 cases of coronavirus.
Let's get right to KPIX 5's Jackie Ward, who's live at City Hall this afternoon. Jackie.
And Kenny, here's what we know. Those 2 confirmed cases are unrelated, according to Mayor London Breed. One is a man in his 90s in serious condition. The other patient is a woman in her 40s in fair condition. They were both tested positive on Monday for the coronavirus, and both are being treated in isolation at 2 separate hospitals in San Francisco. Mayor London Breed just spoke to the media. She said her city has been prepared for this.
I want to be clear that we have been planning this for weeks, and so we are prepared as a city. We want people to continue to do exactly what we've asked people to do, and that is make sure that you're washing your hands and that you're doing the things that are going to help to protect yourselves in the midst of what we know could continue to be a virus that spreads.
We also just got an update on that cruise ship that is offshore still with thousands of passengers stranded on it. 35 passengers have shown flu-like symptoms. Many of them have recovered. Tests are being administered today to a select group of people, passengers and crew members. Meanwhile, medical experts are trying to figure out where these people may be disembarking. That location has yet to be determined. 2 sisters are on board right now. They're vlogging this entire experience.
Show everybody the ocean.
Leah Carlson and her sister Laura are now on board the ship that is offshore in the Pacific.
We have been on the ship in the middle of a storm. We have not been able to go out on the deck. We've been elbow to elbow with everybody on the ship.
We talked about that yesterday.
And again and again.
They say while they have not been quarantined, they have been advised to avoid crowded places, which is why they're staying in their cabin.
Everything was running through my head. I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home to my family because I don't want to take anything to them.
Right.
I don't want to take it to my city if I happen to have it on my clothes or whatever. I don't even know.
The Grand Princess, the ship that they're on, was supposed to have docked in San Francisco last night. Then a possible link to the first coronavirus death in California was discovered involving the ship. That's when passengers were told they would not be reaching the port of San Francisco until possibly Saturday.
That ship is now being delayed to provide ample opportunity for the CDC, partnership with Coast Guard and with state health officials to conduct tests, because we have a number of passengers and crew members that have developed symptoms.
Princess Cruises says there are fewer than 100 guests and crew that have been identified for testing, including all in-transit guests, those guests who sailed to Mexico and stayed on board for the current Hawaii voyage. This is a live look of the Grand Princess from Global Ship Tracking Intelligence. It's that dark blue icon on the left-hand side of the screen, slowly making its way to the coast of California. Governor Newsom says that once people take those tests, they'll be sent to a lab in Richmond, and those results should be back in within about 4 hours. Ann?
All right, and I found it interesting, too. The director of public health said don't shake hands anymore. He basically made that a public directive. He said do the old elbow bump to greet people instead.
Keep a safe distance.
Also want to talk to you, Jackie, about some of the concerns they said about feelings toward the Asian American community right now, discrimination and sort of verbal abuse that they've been facing.
Yeah, that's never tolerated here, especially in San Francisco. And of course, the businesses in Chinatown we have seen throughout the Lunar New Year celebrations, businesses down there for xenophobic reasons. Mayor Breed just reemphasized the fact that that is not to be accepted here, that's not tolerated, and that is far from the actual facts dealing with the coronavirus.
All right, yeah, she said this is the time to come together as a community. Thanks a lot for that, Jackie.